Hey guys, welcome back. It's your boy Magic. Today I'm gonna be working on this Perler Bead Caps. Oh, I almost fell. I'm up on this step stool so I can see the camera. Woof. Today we're doing these Perler Bead Caps, which I've been doing for a while because there's a whole bunch of patterns in here. If you watched already, you saw me do the turtle, the toucan as I'm calling him, and the dog / wolf. Today we got this little tiny beetle here. This one's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, only 12 rows, or yeah, no, sorry, 12 columns. This one probably won't take too long, I'm thinking. So what I'm gonna do is just climb up here real quick, yep, and check, and make sure that, whoa, Matthew, stop trying to fall off the step stool. What are you doing, buddy? The answer is I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna start by putting a black one right there. I'm just gonna randomly pick a spot and say that that's close enough for that. I'm gonna estimate that that guy will fit here because he's pretty small compared to the whoa, come back here, buddy. Compared to the size of the size of the pegboard. This is a smaller pattern. Which is not bad because this guy, the wolf, if you watch me do him and a dog, the unspecified canine, as I think I called him, he took over an hour. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just, you know, it was a long time. And that's fine. You just need to factor that into your plans. And the bigger the pattern, the bigger the pattern, the longer it's going to take. So this one I'm thinking is going to be a beetle. Can we call this a beetle? Can I call this a beetle? Or is it more of a spider? Or is it more of a ant? Or is it more of a mosquito? Or is it more of a fly? I'm not really sure what this is. This is some kind of insect, right? None of these patterns actually have names. I even searched Google yesterday. I looked for all the descriptions of the Perler Bead Caps Nature Kit, Colors of Nature. I looked through every single website that I could, until I got bored, that is. Probably 4 or 5 of them, to see if in the description it would list, if it would say includes pattern sheet for dog, tree, turtle, butterfly, whatever. But none of the descriptions that I could find named any of the patterns. There might be one out there that names the pattern, but I got tired of looking after a while. And oh, that one went upside down. Went right there, on the wrong side. Alrighty, so now I got 2 more black. Wait a second, I need to go up 1. Yeah. And then 1 more black. Oops, come back here, buddy. Come back here, buddy. Get over here. What you doing? You want to go in there. You want to go where you're supposed to go. You want to go there. And now a light blue. And then a dark blue. You know what? I didn't even grab water or coffee or anything. So hopefully my voice holds up. One of the darker greens, or the medium green, sort of more of a foresty type green, and then 2 So I went to my bowling banquet today, which was pretty good. The food was pretty good. The potatoes were really good. And they were roasted potatoes covered in, you don't know, olive oil and paprika and those little baby potatoes, I think they're called. I can't remember what they're called. The little, each of the potatoes was like about that big. One bite, maybe 2 bites. 1 bite for the smallest ones, maybe 2 bites for the bigger ones. And they were roasted and coated in olive oil. Some kind of herbs and seasoning, salt and pepper. I'm not exactly sure what flavors was on it, but the potatoes were really good. My teammate said the cannolis were really good, but by the time I was ready to try the dessert, all the cannolis had been eaten. Which I guess actually speaks to the fact that he probably wasn't lying when he said that they were good. Apparently a bunch of other people felt the same way because they decided that they should just eat all the cannolis before I could even get one to try. So I ate one brownie instead, which was really rich. Good, which is very rich. And also had a lot of frosting, very rich frosting on it. Alright, so I'm right in the middle. And this one is, we are flying along. This video is only gonna be what, like 20 minutes? I don't know. This is a much smaller pattern. Looking for a dark blue one. You know what else I could do? All the beads that came with this kit came in the bag, and I poured some of them into this bowl, and I left the rest of them in this bag. I could pour a few more of these beads into this bowl, so I feel like I'm missing, getting low on some of the colors I use a lot of. And then I'll just toss that back over there. And then once I get a few more of these done, knock these beads down. Okay, now there's a bunch of black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 black followed by a dark blue. So, oh, I was gonna say about the bowling banquet was after the banquet, we bowled 3 games. You didn't have to. Some people just left. Some people skipped the banquet entirely. It happens in every league. It just, it just depends on people's temperament and their schedule and whatnot. And afterwards we were bowling, and I didn't bowl as well as I had been, but that's because I was messing around with throwing one-handed, or throwing left-handed, throwing two-handed, throwing between the legs. And, so I bowled a 520, which is nowhere near my average, but for horsing around, it's actually a really good score. So I had fun at the bowling alley, and I stopped at a bar that offers karaoke on the way home, and I sang Turn the Page by Metallica because I was kind of in the mood to sing it. It went decently, but I haven't sang it in about a month, so I feel like my pitch was off a little bit here and there, just because I haven't sang it recently. But overall, it was nice. The bartender was singing along. A couple people in the crowd were singing along. It was nice, even though I hadn't sang the song in like a month. I think I did a fairly decent job for this, like sort of a dry run off the top of my head. Sometimes I like to do that at karaoke. It's just sing a song I haven't sang in a while. Even if I'm not warmed up, or even if I haven't been practicing it. You know what? I'm gonna go plug my iron in really quick now I think about it, because I'm almost done putting this guy together. I need you to be heated up in a couple minutes when I'm ready to fuse you together. I'm just gonna quickly climb up on my step stool. Hey, we're only at 9 minutes. And we're still recording, so that's good. We're only at 9 minutes and I'm already, what, 1 column past halfway? So, I can't remember, were there 12 columns? Is that what I counted? In the pattern? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 11. Okay. So I counted to 12 earlier. It's interesting. I go back and watch the video. Maybe I double counted one of them. Well, you know what they say, to err is human, and I am a human. And I err quite frequently. Every day I make mistakes. It's just part of being alive. It's just part of the human condition. Fuchsia, and a light green, and then a dark green, or a medium green, the darker green. Wait, that's yellow right there. I thought that guy didn't look quite right as soon as I put him in there. There we go. That guy fell right in place. Kind of turquoise. Turquoise. Alrighty, now we have a black one over here. Also, my teammates invited me to bowl with them in a tournament, which I'm not sure when it's happening. It's not like in the near future, but that's coming up. And they said you bowl 4 games. The first game is scratch. The second game is a no-tap. A 9 no-tap game. The third game is a 8 no-tap game, and then the fourth game, in the 3rd, 6th, and 9th frames, they're just automatically marked as strikes. You just don't bowl those frames. It's called there's some word for it, and yeah, 34 or something. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but apparently that's a popular bowling format. I only bowled in a couple tournaments, and not recently. Mostly because they don't really do a good job advertising tournaments around here, in my opinion. A lot of times when my bowling friends say, "Oh, I went and bowled in a tournament the other day," I think, "What? Really? How come I didn't see any advertising for it? How come it wasn't on Facebook? How come none of my so-called bowling friends texted me and asked me if I want to go bowl in a tournament with them?" It's just weird, but I'm just not really a tournament bowler. Mostly because if you don't really, I feel like a lot of bowling tournaments are not very well, advertised. So I feel like bowling is not all that popular of a sport anymore, except it's freaking awesome. A socially acceptable activity where you slam one object into a bunch of other objects? Heck yeah. Alrighty, we're done with this beetle, or whatever the heck it is. Let's see if I did this right. We got 1 black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blanks, 5 blanks, 2, 1, 2, yep. 4 black, a blank, 2 black, a blank, 2, yep. Black, gold, fuchsia, green, green, turquoise. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, yes. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, yes. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, yes. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 4, blank spot, 2, blank spot, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blanks, 2, 2. Okay, yes. Now, the former math teacher me always makes me double check everything. And now let me just grab my ironing board. Because the beautiful thing about math is there's always an answer to the problem. Depending, once you get into like non-Euclidean geometry and 4-dimensional math, that's a different story. But for the vast majority of math that teachers teach, there's one. Okay, so for the vast majority of math that teachers teach, there's one, quote unquote correct answer to a problem. But there's usually a whole bunch of different ways you can get there. does that look? Do I need to reposition the camera or the ironing board, or both, or neither? I think the whole ironing board needs to go up that way. So that's why double checking is important in math, because you can usually solve a problem in many different ways. And also, once you solve the problem, you can then go back and see if your solution makes sense. That was my favorite thing about math. You solve a problem, which stimulates you intellectually, and then you can go back and check to see if your solution is correct. And if it is, we got 619. And I'm gonna iron this guy together. I'm sorry, here I am blabbing about math. And you know, I did teach math and tutor math for a long time. Now I just want to teach art instead, or do whatever the heck it is I'm doing on this YouTube channel. I don't know. Just want to do whatever it is I'm doing here. How does that look for the fusing together? These three dark blue ones here at the bottom. Oh yeah, so I think turn the page right into karaoke, and it actually went over pretty well, even though I was hoarse and I messed up the pitch on a few parts of it. Let me see what that looks like it's together now. Yeah, I'm just gonna be careful because I don't want to, disrupt this Beetle. Its whole body. The legs are actually pretty good. The black beads are pretty good. It's these ones in the middle here that could use a little more heat. It seems like. I wonder why the black ones melted first. Is this something to do with their composition, or just because of the shape of the pattern, the way I'm holding the iron? A whole bunch of mathematical equations occurring at once. A whole bunch of simultaneous mathematical equations. Oh my god. Too many variables to calculate. I'm going insane. Okay. You can't go insane, Matthew. You already are insane. So, dang, that's hot. Oh, that guy. Oh, that is much better. Yes. I do like that. Now, let me see if gravity. Take this guy. There we go. Take him off the pegboard. Let me just quickly pick him up and feel him. Oh yeah, he's good. Ow. He's hot. But he feels pretty well together. Alright guys, so let me know in the comments below if you like this beetle, this ant, this scarab, this mosquito, this, I don't even know what you want to call it. Let me know what you would call it in the comments below. And now, as soon as I finish recording, I'm going to take this little guy. Let me zoom in real quick. I'm going to take this guy as soon as I finish recording and just put him under a ream of computer paper so that as he cools down, he stays as flat as possible. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think about the beetle. See you in the next one.